Well, hello! Welcome to another video. I'm in a pirate shirt. Look at these sleeves. Isn't that fun? It's an anniversary video, so I can dress however the hell I like. Chafes the nipples a bit. Am I allowed to say nipples on the internet? I don't know. This video represents 1 year as a writer. Now, that may not seem significant to the rest of you who may have written your entire lives. However, for me, it is significant. 1 year of taking it seriously, getting her done. I joined Substack recently. I'll try to put a link in the description if I can figure out how any of that works. But it's in the post tab thing there. I put it in that. Anyway, and that sort of describes how I was out of action for 27 years and came back. So I'm back now. This is not my 1 year AuthorTube anniversary. That won't be till August, I guess. It's all kind of the same thing. So, in case you're new here and you don't know me, I'm rather long-winded. My name's Ian Henderson, lower third. I'm writing a 30-book murder mystery, police procedural, detective series that happens to take place in space, that I'm calling sci-fi crime thrillers. It's a 30-book series, and I'm currently writing book 6. None of these have been published yet. Okay. But in the last year, I wrote them. May 4th is when I began last year. And in the month of May, honestly, it was only 2 weeks, but I wrote book 1. Roughly 65K. Murder mysteries are a bit shorter, I think. I mean, God help me if they aren't. But yeah, I looked it up and they're a bit shorter. So that's fine. November, I wrote book 2. Book 1 was called tentatively Confined Space. I think it'll stick to that. Book 2, Space to Grow. That was November. January, I wrote book 3, Liminal Space. February, book 4, Get Down to the Space Base. Space Base, Space Base. March, I wrote book 5, which was White Space. And at the moment, I'm writing book 6, which is Backspace. It's called Backspace because half the novel takes place in the past, in a different solar system, before Miles gets to Paradise System. It's interwoven, so it's not, or will be. We've gone over that. It will be in the final form. So it's not really flashbacks. It's just every other chapter will be in the past. I don't know if that's considered a flashback or not. Okay. So all of that's been accomplished in the last year. How many words is that? I don't know. I mean, 6 times 5's 30, so 300,000 words? Maybe a bit more than that. If I was writing fantasy or one of these other genre types, I guess that'd be 3 books written in a year. You know, it's not the worst thing ever. It's not the worst thing ever. It does take a lot of time and dedication to just hammer that out because I'm very slow at typing. Not typing, but like it takes me a lot of thinking before I can put down a sentence. These are real investigations. Like not real in that like they're based on reality, but this is how you would go about it. for realsies. So yes, I come up with the setting and the body and whatever, and then mostly I pants it. Books 2, 3, 4, 5 were all pantsed. 1 and 6 have been outlined, but mostly I pants it, and I actually do the investigation in my head as I'm writing the story. And it's using real techniques. I mean, we're not using sort of sci-fi magic here. There's one element that's a little bit magical, and that's their badges are actually made of microscopic, robotic insects, like very small drones that can project light. And so they're able to recreate logs, visual logs, with the actual 3D people. They're not solid, it's not the holodeck or whatever, but they're able to visualize some things using that technology, which, I don't think we're that far off. I think that's a possibility. En tout cas, what else did I accomplish this year besides writing 5 and a bit books? I did set up the YouTube channel, AuthorTube thing, and put out, I don't know, I think it's 48 videos at this point. That's not bad. Made a ton of friends in the community. I mean, I forced my way into their community and made them accept me as a friend. So, but it's worked out. I don't think anyone's rejected me yet. Every once in a while we have a subscriber drop off, but that's just because I'm insane. Fair enough. The point of my channel, in a way, is to toughen you up so that when it comes time to publish my books, only people who I know would put up with them will be there to buy them. I don't have to deal with all the looky-loos, which is fine. What else did I do? I mean, yeah, I'm on Instagram. Have I done anything? I mean, I did one poor promotion of Cody's The Ghostwriters Club, because I don't know how Instagram works. Yes, I'm on Substack. What do we have here? Look. Legacies can be lethal. This is a beautiful mug that I hope is in focus. The artwork just pops right off of it. Love that. I also have the sweater for the university, and the book bag, and a book plate, and a bookmark. Cody sent me a bunch of swag because I won a competition in his Patreon. As a patron to him, spun a wheel, and my name popped up. So I got all this awesome stuff. Also have the EPUB version of the Ghostwriters Club. I also ordered for myself the paperback version. I ordered that from chapters.indigo.ca, which is like the Canadian equivalent of Barnes & Noble, I think. Okay, sorry, this wasn't meant to go into an ad, but I appreciate the swag. Thank you very much, Cody. What else did I do? I set up an author website. So ianhendersonbooks.ca. I haven't updated that in a little bit, but I did set it up. Am I anywhere else? I'm on the Discord, Damian CK's Discord. I've been beta reading for people, which has been wonderful. People have been beta reading for me. I've also sent book 1 out to a bunch of pros to try to finish that sucker off, which is great. So book 1 should be ready to go, well, as soon as I actually implement the feedback. I mean, it's all on me, right? But there's only so many things I can do at once. I also have to read books and all these things. And I tend not to read while drafting. It's very complicated. I can't have someone else's voice in my head while I'm writing my own stuff, if you catch my meaning. Maybe in revision, but not while I'm first drafting. It has to be my voice. Lovely as it is. So, and I have lost the narrative and I'll have to cut.
Ah, that lunatic up there, he forgot what he was going to say. And now we're back in closet. It's craziness, absolute craziness. I never wanted to come back here. It's cold and I have to keep my voice down or they don't give me the food as I said before. It's not a nice place. Okay, it's not very professional to forget what you're saying, Mr. Man up there. So, if you unsubscribed, I'm sure he'd understand.
Sorry, we got derailed there for a second. I had no idea what I was about to say next. So we wrote some books. Awesome. What I was going to say next was that I'm not publishing book one by itself. Once books 2 and 3 are also done, I'm going to put the 3 of them up all together. That way, if people like book 1, they can continue reading for a bit before I start getting 4, 5, and 6 out there. And if people see a back catalog immediately, they might think that I'm more serious or whatever. So they can enjoy binging that. Murder mysteries tend to be binged like that because they are shorter, right? It's not like a huge time commitment like 120K or like a Stephen King novel, It's what are they, 1,000 pages, those things? It's like a Yellow Pages book just slapped on your desk. You can either read the book on how to put your budgie down or you can just, hit it with the book. Yeah, okay. Anyway, Monty Python. Thank you very much for sticking with me over the year. Again, the AuthorTube thing for me hasn't been around for the entire year, but thanks for sticking around anyway. Thanks to all the new subscribers. We're over 100 now. Sierra was the 100th. Thanks for that, Sierra. Magical moment in both of our lives, I'm sure. It's great. I love it. I love all the community and friendship that's going on. It's truly a wonderful community. So my next job is to, nose to the grindstone, get 6 done, while also finishing the edits on 1 and back and forth and like trying to do all of these things simultaneously while feeding the family and working a normal job. But I'm used to working hard, so we'll just do that. No complaints. No complaints. See you next time. Bye. Okay, pirate shirt. I don't know why I had to put this on. Is this just me being insane? A little bit insane. Maybe I should do something in the closet. He totally forgot what he was talking about. I could just do that right now, and we'll put that in black and white or something.
See, that guy up there, he forgot what he was going to say. It's totally unprofessional and you should unsubscribe. Okay, bye.
Is that alright, or do I have to change it? Oh. Hello. What? I'm in a pirate shirt. That's for Leia. Like 2 months ago when I mentioned I had one. Okay, let's record the things.